Hello, everybody. It's been over 2 years since I last uploaded content to this YouTube channel, but well, I'm still alive. So I just wanted to take a brief moment to let you know what I have been up to, at least what I can remember that I have been working on. And I will probably be sharing some more details on the individual projects. There's some projects that I still cannot talk about, but on the other hand, there's a couple ones that I think are very interesting and there's been a lot of work on them. So I want to share a little bit about this. So the first one is Senatus. Senatus is a card battler set on the ancient Roman Senate. Uh, I work on it for about a year now. I work on it along with some friends, and it's ready to be play tested. You can check it out. Check the demo out on Steam. It's currently available. You can also wishlist this if you want to support us. So play it. It's great. It's got some great pixel art and audio, and some very fun, like a very tight gameplay around this card battling game. Your goal is to become the consul of Rome. Also, a lot of inspiration on Centurion and some old games. So check it out. The other project is actually currently not available, but it saw a lot of development the first part of, or at least yeah, like some weeks in March and May, I think. And it's Arturian Studio. So basically, this is a tool that will finally allow people to create games using Open Arturian X6. So basically, this is a retro RPG engine that we created we ran a crowdfunding campaign around 9 years ago, and it's been a long time. And actually, we managed to kind of complete the engine itself a couple of years ago or more. It's been so long, but it's worthless to complete the engine if there's no one that, or if there are no tools for someone to use it to create their own games. So this year, I set to create this tool, which allows you to without having to code, just from the studio interface to create the scenario for your game, including the maps, which was kind of a big thing, right? Initially, we were relying a lot on Tiled, the map editor, and a lot of manual cross-referencing IDs and stuff in JSON files to make things work. That's no longer the case. There's now a tool from which you can create your own scenarios, similar to RPG Maker, but much more like a very different kind of RPGs, based on the Ultima series. Overall, a format that I believe is very good to convey a story, including tactical combat. So yeah, it's nice, and probably next week I will be releasing the first version of that tool for people to take a look at. Probably it's still not ready for production use, but we are getting close. So yeah, I'm very happy to finally be closing the that development of Open Arturian, and hopefully we'll get to see some scenarios that use it at some point in the near future. If not, I will probably create one because we gotta make use of that to create a full game. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, so I think these are the two projects I wanted to discuss today. As I mentioned, there's at least two more projects that I cannot talk a lot about for now, but probably will be able to in the upcoming months. On the other hand, the only like a sad news for now is that there's not been a lot of development on Emerald Woods, which was a goal for 2025, and sadly, I don't think it saw any development or very small developments. However, it's being revived. I was able to work on it a little bit last month, and it's difficult because there's so many things that we have on the roadmap that is very hard to get lost. But I'm getting getting back the hang of it. So yeah, I expect also some version of Emerald Woods like on the latest part of the year. I cannot promise like I will be fully engaged back into it because, as I mentioned, there's some other projects going on. But at least it's alive. It's alive and still something that I want to work on. So, anyways, I'm alive. I'm back. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to discuss something in particular. there's an additional topic that I want to make content about, which is about creating some sort of tutorial on how to create a roguelike game using JSRL, which is this library that I created some years ago and has seen some evolution. Um, so yeah, I think that's something that I also wanted to do, create that tutorial to help people create more traditional roguelike games. Talking about which, around September, I think, we have the Roguelite Fortnite game jam. So it's the second one. It's a game jam about creating a traditional roguelike in 2 weeks, hence the name. Uh, and the definition that I'm using for that specific jam, which by no means is another effort to define what a roguelike is games that are played on a turn-based, uh, their foundations are turn-based gameplay, and with procedural content generation, with very little meta progression or just not having that as the focus of it, and a couple other criteria, but mostly these two. It's similar to the 7-day roguelike challenge, but much more tight on the kind of games that we're creating. So you can also join that one if you want. It's coming on September, I think. So yeah, that's it for this video. Again, please let me know if you want me to talk about anything in specific in the comments, and I will see you very soon.